This is how I feel. Like just life biting me, just like making me feel pain, but then I just have to. Yeah, anyways, sorry, sidetracked. This video is about the song Marathon, which I released as my second single. So, let's dig in. Marathon was in many ways the first song that when I wrote it, it was like, wow, I think I can make a whole album of songs like that. By songs like that, I mean songs that are storytelling, like about my life. I was actually in lecture with my best friend. I think it was a statistics lecture, so naturally I was not paying attention. I don't know how it happened, but I remember I just got this melody in my head, like da 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 da. And I wrote down dry leaf on the sidewalk. And then in my head, the melody kind of kept going, and I realized that if I don't record it right now, it's gonna slip away, like it often does. So I literally ran out of the hall, grabbed my phone, and just recorded that sentence. I still have that recording. That was in 2016. That would have been... No. Hold on. It would have been January 2016. So 4 years ago, today. Wow. I honestly, I wish I could remember more in terms of how exactly, like if I finished it in a day or in 2 days, but I know that for like 2 years later, that was my song. That was like the song that I would show anyone. I was very proud of the chord progressions that I wrote for the chorus. Felt that it was very rich and storytelling and moving. And my grandma would come to visit. She's a music teacher. That was the song that I would show her. I was going through a bit of a hard time because I basically lost a friend, but not like they didn't die, so let's just make it clear. It was very hard for me because that friend was like a family member, and they very abruptly left my life. So for the longest time, it was like, how do I keep going? Every single day was just depressing because they were so much a part of my life, but then something happened and they didn't even say goodbye and they just left. Every day since that happened, I found it really difficult to move on, to find the flavor in life. You know, a dry leaf is really what I felt like I'm just waiting for the end to come. I've given up on trying to regain life and love for life. So I think the first verse is kind of very self-explanatory. For me at least, the second verse is much darker. So I say, useless expectations, lies and void sensations, and that really speaks to the nature of my relationship with that friend and how it started. Sorry, this is just my cat who came to say hello. Yes, little cute. I can't believe I'm saying this, but only my closest friends know this. But I'm gonna be totally honest. The friendship did start with me wanting it to be more than a friendship. Useless expectations, like, you know, when you have a crush on your best friend and you know you're not supposed to, and it's a useless expectation. You lie to yourself, you feel things that are empty, or you hope that they feel things, but there's nothing there. Troubled mind and empty heart, you know, you torture yourself, and you've given so much of yourself to that person, and so many emotions have been spent that you have nothing left. And then when I say take it, down it like a potion, that could be, I guess, interpreted in a couple of ways. One thing that I found is that the initial meaning that you have behind a lyric isn't necessarily the one that's going to be derived by the listener, or even derived by you, the songwriter, later on. You know, I was so depressed at that time, so I likened it to thoughts of ending it, essentially, and take it like a potion. Screw your old devotions, like forget about them and wait for that potion, for that poison, whatever method you choose to end your life with. Wait for it to start. Like soon you'll be fine. Soon you'll be free of this pain. But you know, years have passed since then, obviously, and I realized that was a bit much, you know, like it was a bit much, because time puts things into perspective, and I don't feel that way at all. I don't feel like that event in my life should have justified feelings of ending it all. While at the time it felt super serious, right now I'm like totally not like, I don't feel that way at all. So now when I listen to it, it's, you know, just substance abuse, in a way of dealing with pain. Alcohol, drugs, just wait for it to start. Like soon you won't feel this way anymore because your potion is working. My cat is doing something annoying in the living room, so I'm just gonna go get it. Okay, I'm back. So again, I wrote this piece on the piano entirely, as I write every song of mine. So when I went into the studio, this was the second song that Dima, my producer, and I recorded and produced together. And it was really just like that. Like I told him, like, this is just going to be piano and strings, and we recorded the piano. Then Dima had the idea of also adding cello. We just came up with the part right there and then. Basically, this is Marathon. I love the song. It will always have a special place in my heart because that's the song that kind of started that initial idea of I could make an album. And here we are in 2020. So thank you for watching this, and I'll see you later.